These are the national and international news for today. Colombia's coca production soared to highest level in 2 decades. USA's cultivation of plant used to make coca climbed 18% last year, compared to 2015, with an estimated 188,000 hectares containing crops. Despite U.S. efforts, coca production in Colombia has soared to level unseen in 2 decades of U.S. eradication efforts, according to a new White House report. The soaring coca production comes as Colombia begins implementing a peace accord that calls on the country's biggest rebel movement to renounce drug trafficking and work with the government to replace coca plants with alternative crops. The country's top officials say curbing drug production will be critical to the peace agreement's success. We cannot allow drug trafficking to coexist with peace and reconciliation, said Néstor Humberto Martínez, Colombia's chief prosecutor. Cocaine production began increasing in 2013 and has steadily risen every year since, in part also due to a decision to end aerial fumigating in 2014 over health concerns. We have been fumigating this illegal field for 20 years and we have not achieved great results, said Rafael Pardo, the Colombian government's top post-conflict strategist. The second news. Trump conservatives tried to put aside bitterness to cut tax deal. Trump has accused the Freedom Caucus lawmakers of snatching a defeat from the jaws of victory, with their rejection of the White House-backed healthcare bill to replace President Barack Obama's 2010 healthcare reform bill. But there is no consensus even within the conservative faction on details of a tax reform bill, with some members open to discussing ideas such as the border tax plan supported by House leaders and others opposed to it. A 35-page blueprint developed by House Republican leaders, known as a Better Way, will serve as a starting point for the tax reform discussions. The plan calls for strengthening the income tax system and cutting the corporate income tax rate to 20% from 35%. It would exclude export revenue from taxable income and impose a 20% tax on imports. The border tax proposal has divided the business community and is a top flashpoint for lawmakers. Big exporters, such as General Electric Co., say the tax would boost manufacturing and jobs. But retailers like Target Corp have said the border tax would hike consumer prices and hurt the economy. Trump, a businessman who had never been in public office until he took over at the White House on January 20, has at times praised the border tax idea but at other times has been non-committal. The third news. Texas church bus crash, 13 killed, 2 injured in collision with pickup truck.
The bus was carrying 14 people, the driver plus 13 passengers.
El camión conducía 14 personas, el conductor más 13 pasajeros. 12 han sido confirmadas como muertas y 2 en el camión sobrevivieron.
At least 13 people were killed and 2 others injured in a head-on crash Wednesday between a church bus and pickup truck in southwest Texas, officials said. All of the victims who died were senior adults who attended First Baptist Church of New Braunfels, Texas, including the driver. A total of 14 senior adults were on the bus and the driver was the only person in the pickup when the vehicles collided about 12:30 p.m. on US 83 outside Garner State Park in northern Uvalde County. According to Texas Department of Public Safety, Conrad Haynes, in a church statement, Haynes said 2 other bus passengers and the pickup driver were injured and hospitalized. One of those passengers died at a San Antonio hospital late Wednesday. DPS Johnny Hernandez said the lone surviving passenger was hospitalized in critical condition, while the truck driver was hospitalized in stable condition, he said. Photographs and video from the scenes showed heavy damage to the front driver's side of the small white bus and pickup truck, which are the portions of the vehicle where they appear to have collided. My name is Crystal and this is all for today. Thanks.